All right. So, peace and peace and blessings to the replay visitors. I am hoping that you are well. I'm prayerful that whenever you come into this space, it will be in divine time and divine alignment. So I did not get a chance to get on and haven't gotten on since we've had a few things, of course, a lot of major energy kind of hitting our earth and moving through. So I'm really glad to be here today to share and to talk and to connect with you out there wherever you are. Out there wherever you are, I am excited and grateful for this moment to come in and share with you what's happening in my world and what's going on as it relates to sharing. So I have a few bowls today that want to come through, but there's definitely going to be a message. There's got to be a message today. So that's where we are. We're starting with the message. So first, I want to begin by saying thank you to everyone who has chosen to stay connected to me, stay connected to the frequency and to the vibrations of sound that I work to bring through from my heart to yours. I'm really excited to share, and I'm a little tired today. I am. I'm actually excited about having rest. I'm going to go to bed early tonight. I've been up late, and so it's showing. I'm tired, but I'm also focused. And the reason why I'm focused is what I long to, and I'm excited about sharing with you today. This idea of what do you want? You know, what will you do with the day that you have? What will we all do with our days? So today we're going to talk a little bit about frequency and choice in the matter. We have more choice in many of these matters than we've given ourselves, and I want to talk about that. So we'll just call in the four directions. We're going to call in the spirits of the east, calling in the spirit of the south, the energy of the south. We're going to welcome in the energy of the west and connect with the energy of the north. We want to connect with our heart, connect with our center. We're going to connect with that which is below us, our great earth, all the way down to the core, all the way down to the core. We want to reconnect all the way up into source, into the beginning of it all, into that which has kind of led us to where we are today. And I'm really excited to bring forth some sound to support this idea. So what is this idea, and what is this message that I want to bring through today? It's really about choice. We have so many choices that we don't believe we have. And those choices that we do believe we have are related to where we are here. And, this place right here, our heart space, for many of us is a very difficult place to, at times, access. And I get it. This space right here, for many of us, has been a space where we have felt trauma, where we have felt pain, where we have felt misunderstood. Feeling misunderstood is probably one of the greatest places where we have pain. Our difficulty with connecting to each other, connecting to each other's stories, because somehow we have chosen to believe that their story has to be wrong. Their reality must be wrong. And I'll tell you, while we are working out these knots, these push-pulls, these pain points, these sensitive spaces in ourselves, so is our society. So is our world. Our world is working through its pain. Our world is working through its truths and its need for people to begin to trust again. And that's hard work. For those of you who may be choosing to choose trust, who are courageously wanting to connect with spirit, I want to tell you today that this path, this walk, is one in which the importance of what you hold as your highest truth, the importance of what you hold as your strongest resonance is, it aligns you with what you believe is possible, what you can allow space in your life for. So I don't know about you, but I can speak to myself. I've been through a number of expressions in my recent time in my recent days of journeying through choice points and the knowing that everybody, you, me, we, have the full right and responsibility to make choices for ourselves, for our family, for our loved ones. However, those choices that we make may have impact, and they may have a sequela, a follow through that may not always feel so good on the other side. It's like, I made this choice, but now I have this thing, and I don't like that thing, but I just did what I needed to do. And we have so many stories around doing what is important for ourselves that it can be really challenging to find our way back into what can feel like balance, what can feel like a great science word, a body word. It's important to know this word. It's called homeostasis, which is our ability to maintain a balance, a state of, balance is the best word I can think of at this time. So what I plan to do, or what I want to do right now, is play on that. The message that came through was that the importance of our choosing and our choice around what we will be, what we are willing to be, not only for the world, but specifically, most imperatively, for ourselves. What frequency will we hold? Frequency. When we choose to hold a frequency, it means that it is the thought or the feeling that we tend to express most easily. It comes up regularly. You don't ever have to think about it, right? So, when we hold certain frequencies, that can be impacted by the actions of the other, that one that's outside of us. And when we have experiences of people outside of ourselves that are not cool, that are not good, that don't feel good to our human selves, it can be really, really hard to find our way back to what we call this idea or ideal of creating a world that works for everyone. We want a world that works for everyone. However, you hurt me becomes a mantra. And we all live with that mantra of you are at fault and what you did impacted me. And I understand it. I do. And some of the things that we are struggling with are things that are way, 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 way outside of our control. Outside of our control. So when we have these things that happen that are outside of our control, it can either make us feel helpless, and a lot of people don't like to feel helpless, so they tell a story. That story somehow or another paints a picture of victim and villain. And a lot of people believe that they are the victim here and fully justified in their action, in the frequency, in the energy that they are choosing to hold. I get it. I do. But what I want to say is that the frequency that we choose is really about how we surrender, let go, and hold a very high frequency of the possibilities of what we can have, how we can have it, and how life can treat us, how we can move past the stuck places, right? Many of us have stories around why the way that we feel is justified. I get it. I got plenty stories, plenty of them. And I share them in different spaces. Today, though, I was challenged, or not just today, but on Saturday, I was really awakened and clarified on the importance of me choosing. You know, many of us are cold and closed off and numb. You touch us and we're like really bristly and unable to hear certain kinds of things because we're super sensitive, right? Or we're numb. And then we have those of us who, are either, very few of us are a yes towards the higher spaces around, I will hold this high truth that it is possible. A world that works for everyone is really possible. And I understand the role of frequency and belief moment by moment, breath by breath, minute by minute, hour by hour, that leads us into days that we hold the high space more easily, as well as spaces where we can begin to find that we're not just having days, we can start having weeks and months and periods of holding the very high frequency of a world that works for everyone. Today's meditation is going to be around unconditional love. A love that allows us to open to a frequency of acceptance, a frequency of joy, a frequency of surrender, knowing that if we only operate based off of what we know, then that's all we're going to get, that little bit, what we know. When we open up to the possibilities of the truth of the other, we expand. And when we can find places where we can bring them together in synergy, and when we can bring it together synergistically, we can begin to have a bigger tapestry. And this is how we create a world that works for everyone. So thank you for listening to the words that I had to share. You know, mostly my intention today is to spend time in sound. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to spend time in sound with you all. And I welcome you into the space that I'm creating. And I also invite you and let you know that it's okay and it's perfectly acceptable for you to tone wherever you are. If you need to sing a little bit too and feel a little bit too, that is totally, totally cool. It's really important to feel free. So I will play. And as I said, I just want to I invite you and welcome you into a relationship with choice around frequency. We can have a world that works for everyone, but it's going to require individuals to make certain kinds of choices, certain kinds of restructuring of agreements, what we've agreed as normal, what we've agreed as good, or whatever those agreements are, we are making them. So when we begin to observe, we can then begin the process of working out those kinks. If you've ever worked out a knot, when you pull it in the wrong direction, it gets tighter. But when you take the time to lift up a little bit on one space and tug a little bit on another space, you can find a way to unravel. And that unraveling allows for you to have a rope or a string that's no longer knotted. That's what we're working at doing. To me, that's my belief. So thank you for hearing my words. Thank you for filling my heart, and I appreciate you for being here. And we're gonna go ahead and play. Play some of the bowls. I have a bowl that jumped out at me. I also wanted to pull a card today. I did that before, but today I want to pull another card. These cards are called the Starseed Oracle. And each of the messages really speak to us as beings of light, because we are. We are beings of light. We've come into this world, onto this earth, to make manifest the gifts that are within us. And that is not something that is talked about in most spaces, but that's, to me, a truth that, everyone has to grow into knowing and accepting for themselves. But we are all here to make manifest the gifts that are within us. And our gifts will feed us. Our gifts will make a way. Our gifts will people will thank us for those things. There will be a level of acceptance of what you do that, helps you to awaken. So I'm going to pull this card and see what the energy of the Starseed Oracle has to say to us around frequency and holding it. For me, my frequency deals a lot with love, joy, and acceptance. But I understand the power of boundaries. I understand all that stuff. So, I want to keep talking, but I'm not. I'm not. Let's pull this card. Let's see what we got. Interesting. The card that I pulled is called Karmic Relationships. And it makes sense that I would pull a card about karmic relationships as it relates to choosing a frequency that we wish to hold. At the bottom it says, this is the energy of Orion. It talks about polarity, soul growth, and conflict. So as I pull this card that brings this energy to the table, this is an interesting thing for us to deal with, because this energy, these relationships that have us thinking that we're on two separate worlds, two separate spaces, is a big part of what challenges, I believe, what challenges us at making a world that works for everyone, because we sometimes feel justified, absolutely justified in treating people like crap, but mad when we are treated as such. So I thank you for receiving this card. I'm going to leave it here as I play, and we shall see what comes through in sound energy today. All right. Thank you. And I appreciate you all so much. Blessings to you. And let's make a joyful noise. A joyful noise. let it flow, let it flow. Love will show, love will show. Love will show, love will show, let it flow, love will show, love will show, love will show. Love will show, 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 love will show. Love will show. We will know. We will know. We will know. We will know. Which way to go? Which way to go? Which way to go? Which way to go? Our hearts will show which way to go. Which way to go? peace of mind, peace of mind, peace of mind, peace of mind, peace of mind. We all try our very best to pass a life's test. We all try our very best. Life will bring it to our face. Will we learn to move with grace? Love will find our peace of mind. Can we face our lives with grace? Can we face our lives with grace? Can we face our lives with grace? We must face our lives with grace. Frequency. Choose your frequency. Choose your frequency. Frequency. wrong. Yum, 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 um, 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 Thank you. Namaste. Giving you time to come into alignment with the sound. I welcome any messages from you. I personally feel very high, very lifted, very connected in and up. And I thank you for sharing this moment with me. We get to choose our frequency, brothers and sisters. We get to choose our frequency. Thank you for your time and your energy. Look forward to the next time. Blessings to you.